you had to cue me in. I see all that. I see all the hand gestures.
I was waiting. I just wanted to get to the build-up moment.
It's not the Grabbing the Brisket podcast if we don't just come in with an awkward intro.
That's
like, is this thing even starting? We don't even know.
I think we needed like some air being played, like something was about to happen, but I don't know, man.
Just building up the suspense.
It's kind of yeah, suspenseful.
It's one of those movies where it builds up to suspense and then nothing.
Can you imagine, like, if we just went the entire time, didn't say a word, just rustling around, like shuffling the paperwork, something?
I'm sure that's probably Steve. You probably gave somebody an idea for a podcast.
Yeah, just what is it? What is it? The audio where people
ASMR.
Yeah.
Okay.
ASMR.
Yeah, that's it.
We could do an interview podcast where we have guests on and we just stare at them.
Some people think this is ASMR for them, right?
It could be.
It is their type of ASMR.
Yeah. Somebody's listening to my voice right now and just like, man, I find that very soothing.
Dude, you would have no idea what people are doing to your voice right now. I would not be.
What are they doing?
We're living in that generation, okay?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. They could take it, put it on a meme, do a lot of bad things.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, these days, anything goes viral really quick for really the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? You put something out there, just very wholesome, just clean, just like this is me, and then you forget something in the background, and then the internet sleuths are like, zoom in,
yeah,
and they're like, what's that?
Yeah, that's funny. That's gonna get something.
Then
right?
Then you're infamous.
Yeah. Like there's been people who, like,
have you seen the one where the
Catch
dude...
Me Outside? How about that? Like that girl was a meme or whatever else, and then she turned to a rapper, I think, and literally like is a bajillionaire.
Yeah, she's like OnlyFans or something like that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't
Who even
subscribe.
knows what that is?
I don't subscribe. I know what it is. I'm not even. I'm saying I don't subscribe to that.
I know we did kick it around, and when I say we kicked around, me and John, it's like, John, this is very early on in OnlyFans. We really didn't realize what OnlyFans was.
Well, it's not anything. It's anything you want it to be.
That is correct. We didn't realize what it was going to be turned into.
What has it turned into? A site that allows people to subscribe to watch them. That's it.
Right.
Whatever you want that to be.
We thought it'd be a good idea for our fans to connect with Grab 'em in the Brisket, and we can create an OnlyFans account for Grab 'em in the Brisket.
Yeah.
We did not.
Can you imagine what that name will do on OnlyFans?
Just Grab 'em in the Brisket.
Yeah, they're not gonna know what to expect.
Yeah, all of a sudden subscriptions, ding, 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 ding.
Just people picking up brisket. That's it. Well, hey, listen. Tell us if we're on the, are we on to something, or are we not? Are we just a loser idea? Because I'm feeling like if each week we just pump out a new video of that brisket getting grabbed,
just grab it. Yeah, it needs more tallow. Put
that's
more
it.
tallow on it.
Yeah, just doing that. Are you telling me you're not going to have somebody just like, yeah, I'm intrigued.
Right. Yeah.
There's somebody out there for everybody.
Right. There's ones with like people with just like giant toes or something like that. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know about them people. No, do tell. What kind of people are those, James?
I'd imagine.
I feel like we're getting somewhere. Listen, this is not a barbecue talk today, okay? This is a beer and psychoanalyze James and what he's into.
Yeah, I love that. Speaking of psychoanalyzing James and giving me more of a complex, so the other day, it's like I rolled out, let's let the elephant out of the room. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the elephant in the room, whatever. I got like a new little hairdo going.
Oh,
and
man.
It's it's new. It's different enough where people are just like, what are you doing? And I joked about it earlier. I was like, kind of got like an Al Borland type.
Yeah, you're handy.
Yeah, just very just like handy with the tools.
They have no clue. Right? Hey, right?
Yeah.
Hey, give me a hammer. You're tossing it at them and shit. Like you have no concept.
Throw a screwdriver to him.
Yeah,
like, there it is.
Here's your hammer.
Exactly.
I'm an electrician.
Go fix it. And so I had this my hair done. Usually it's kind of pulled down a little width in the front. So the other day I had it done that way, and Laura's like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're doing there. What is that? I was like, well, I'm letting my hair grow out a little bit, and this is really kind of the natural way to kind of let it grow out. She's like, no, I don't like that. I'm like, okay.
Do whatever you want.
Right. I'll get it fixed.
This is riveting to me.
Entertaining.
And I cannot wait to have this be like a weekly thing with you. What is James's hair up to? James, how does your hair feel today?
Yeah.
What are you doing different?
Do you think my hair should start OnlyFans?
I think you're way too deep into this.
I know.
But
Hey, cheers to that.
Yeah,
Hey,
man. Hey, you know what today is? Today's May 9th. Because you know what yesterday was? It was our freaking birthday.
I know, yeah. Hey, and hey, we're sorry the guys aren't here. I know you tune in to hear John and Matt and Alex and the awesome content that they bring, but they have prior family obligations, and which is,
Do they?
perfect. It's great.
Do they have prior?
They say they do.
I don't know, James. I haven't met anybody.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any plane ticket vouchers. I haven't seen anything at all. So I don't know.
Hey, they just sent me a picture with all three of them together.
Yeah, right. They're all hanging out. That's what they're doing.
Right.
We didn't get the invite.
Sorry, they didn't have a table for two more people. So we didn't invite you, but we have obligations. You know what? They're not going to get to experience this
Too much baggage.
Mantis BBQ interview that we're fixing to throw down.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. We're going to have the Mantis family. Well, that's not their last name, but yes. Anyways, barbecue coming on today. We met these guys at the NBBQA this year, so really cool story and an awesome product. So it's cool just having them on in general, right?
Mm-hmm. So I did see. You may have heard this taco. There's this famous taco place that shut the doors. I think they're closed 400 locations, and I'm not familiar with it. It's a chain called Taco John's. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Okay. Apparently, it's huge up north, and they're shutting down all their locations, 400 plus, I think.
I wonder. It's odd.
Yeah.
Right? If you think about it. Taco chain with 400 locations, huge, shutting down. Taco John's.
Taco John.
Maybe it's a name. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. Maybe they're going to rebrand it to something else.
Yeah. It's sad. It's not that I'm being hateful or anything like that. I just don't. Yeah. This is exactly what I would think of a Taco John's. This is why they're failing. That's not even real bacon.
It's like little bacon, imitation bacon.
It's imitation bacon. I can see it from here. Yeah, don't be fooled. The people have spoken, and it stinks. That this is how you had to find out.
I feel like
Let's see here. This is like a Taco Bell. Wait a minute. Is this like a Taco Bell?
I think that's the vibe I got too.
Oh, they went up against Taco Bell, and Taco Bell crushed them.
Look at taco pizza.
Okay, that's legit. Not really. Yeah, I'd eat that. I don't know. Okay, well, R.I.P. Here's the deal. I look at that. I look at it as people's jobs, so that sucks.
It does suck.
So hopefully there's something else that's happening for these guys. You know what would suck is that was bad information, and they're doing fine as a company, and we just spreaded that shit, dude. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the views of James or
Supposedly.
whatever of this are not to be. Whatever that little disclaimer thing is,
That'll be rolling at the very end.
we want that at the beginning, James. You can't listen to it and then tell them it's not our fault.
I'm going to blame it on Google. So
I don't know, man. Okay, find a location.
yeah, let's see if there's any near us. Maybe we can start GoFundMe.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think so. This is taking just a turn.
Yeah, no.
Saudi Arabia. Perfect.
What the?
Perfect.
Yeah. No, that's not even a joke. That's actually true. That little red dot is Saudi Arabia. So, you're on a.
Maybe they just had too much of a global reach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Huh. I'm intrigued by how many other places have 400 locations that we don't know about. It's in the world too, right? It can't be just the U.S.
Yeah. Well, it's at fast food, Mexican style food that they try to put out there. Like you had a lot of Taco Bell and
Taco Bueno.
Taco Bueno.
They're still in business.
Yeah, a lot of these places it's just serving cheap food. Well, I say cheap. It used to be cheap. Now it doesn't really seem like it's cheap anymore.
No, you can make it at home for cheaper. Yeah, I truly agree with that. Can we?
Also, nothing below the Mason-Dixon line.
Okay. Yeah.
That might be the problem.
Damn. And obviously one in Saudi. Weird. Huh. Okay. Well, R.I.P., man.
Yeah.
Damn. I wouldn't have ever ate there because of the name. I would walk by. Nope, not eating that. Never.
You already knew.
I already knew. Never gonna eat that.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about something that we do know. Let's talk a little bit about barbecuing.
You know, smoking meats isn't just cooking, it's an art form. The aroma, those deep flavors, the patience, it's a whole experience.
And behind every great artist, there's the right set of tools. If you're aiming to build your own barbecue pit or dreaming of a custom design tailored just for you, SmokerBuilder.com has your back.
Led by Frank Cox, their expertise is unmatched. Offering blueprints, kits, and insights, they turn every barbecue dream into a flavorful reality.
Imagine your backyard, the center of attention, and at the heart of it, a smoker that's uniquely yours.
It's more than just equipment. It's about crafting those unforgettable moments. And with the guidance of Frank and his team, you're setting the stage for magic.
So whether you're a seasoned pit master or taking your first steps into the smoky world,
Head over to SmokerBuilder.com, fill up your carts, and be sure to use the promo code GRABTHEBRISKET in all caps to receive your 10% discount. Smoke on.
I say we got to. I just really just came out there and kind of helped out. And when I say helped out, I just watched and drank beer and stuff like that. But you got to help out a buddy of the show, Alan Protho with Ice Cold Cookers.
That's right.
Giving him a hand on him doing this competition. He came in third overall.
Yep.
Congratulations. I mean, that was badass. We're over there next to Chasing More Smoke. They ended up getting grand champion over the whole competition. And if you were listening, I think we had David, I'm not really sure what the gentleman's name was, that he reached out to us several weeks prior that was trying to promote the cook-off. And it was this car show / barbecue competition that they're throwing on in Alvin, Texas. So it was cool to see the car show aspects of it. A lot of cool vehicles. Ran into an old buddy, Rick Perez, which is an old friend, old brother of one of our good buddies, Felipe. So that was pretty cool to see him shoot the shit. We got to taste really good barbecue, and we got to see some barbecue tips and tricks and stuff like that. I don't know if they're meaning to share that, but we got eyeballs.
Yeah, I don't think anything that we don't know or,
No,
or
not
whatever.
really. I think it was more the aspect of just cooking on drums.
Yeah,
Because that is different.
it is a lot different. And what I'm noticing is a lot of relaxed cookers, a lot of relaxed people that are just they have no care in the world. It's fine. It's just going to be okay. The drum is going to do what the drum does. Nothing to fight. You just have time to prepare and to work your magic.
Yeah, we saw two very different contrasting styles of cooking, because you had people out there that were just cooking strictly on an offset smoker.
Yeah, they were.
We had I think it was a gentleman's name was Vernon. I think he's in Friendswood, Texas. I think he has a tree trimming business or some type of lawn care type deal. He was cooking strictly on nothing but an offset smoker. You got two different flavor profiles. I mean, one definitely had the smoke. The other one was, I would say, more subdued.
Yeah, you're not getting the same smoky flavor from that pit barrel as you would for cooking on an offset. It's just not the same, right? So even if you add some lump to it or whatever else, you're not gonna get it. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing with everything else that you're trying to do to your brisket. I think you can overpower it, especially in a competition cook-off where you're seeing more and more people cook on pellet grills and who can afford these things in their backyards and buy these drums and use those. You're getting a different flavor for each one, but I think that you're getting that flavor profile for other people to go, hey, you know what? This is what I like. I like this style that's being produced right now. And RIP natural cooking wood a little bit because it's labor intensive.
It is, yeah. I was about to say. I mean, do you think it's that flavor is that's not what they want anymore? You know what I mean? For lack of a better word, it's like are judges being taught
No.
that this is what you're looking for, and this right here is just too smoky?
No. It's what you're seeing is think of like 50 entries in, and they're all starting to taste it. They all starting to run together a little bit, right? As you're judging. But think about that contrast, and then you get one that's really smoky in that. And you're like, oh man, this is really smoky. Okay, well I don't know if I really like that because you've had 4 or 5 that you're already getting a baseline, right, for anything that you're trying to do, right?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was. Yeah,
until for that judge, it's supposed to be okay, great, 6s, 10s, whatever it is, right? And then at that point when they're like, oh my God, this is the one I like, they're supposed to score it out of the park. All right, they're not supposed to hold back points or whatever else, which I think people do that anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's what the issue is. I think if you had went to a cook-off and everybody had to use an offset, you're going to get the best of who cooked on offset. And I think you got to cook hot and fast. I don't think you can cook low and slow on an offset. Personally,
Yeah.
it just maybe you can. I just
I think those days are done. You know what I mean? I think, as you said, people have gotten used to those flavor profiles.
yeah.
And if you have 35 or 40 teams out of 50 running a drum or running a pellet where it's just very no smoke or very mild pellet smoke, and that's something you get accustomed to with the seasonings and the sauces and the flavor of the smoke or whatever, and then you get that and you're like, oh, that's a little off-putting to me.
It could be, or it could be like, oh my God, that was the winner, right?
Yeah.
And, I know like Aaron Leslie cooks on offset.
Correct.
So it's not like you can't do it and be successful, but I don't think he's cooking it at 225 on the offset, right? I mean, I just think that it's going to get color and he's going to wrap, and it's going to get to whatever he wants it to be at that point. I think people put a lot of, especially competition. It's a whole different ball game than what you're seeing. That's like for traditional restaurants or anything like that. Very rarely do you see a comp. You see comp cookers getting into the barbecue game, and they'll up their rib game and they're upping their pork game and whatever. But the brisket's the one that nobody really wants to screw with, right? Because you can't be the guy in Texas Monthly if you're not going to. Well, you can be a traditionalist, but you're not running competition brisket at that point. Like it's just too hard to eat, right? Too hard to. One slice would be fantastic, but nobody wants to eat 6 slices of that.
Yeah. Also, the labor involved in producing that style of a brisket is just very not cost conducive.
No, I wouldn't, whatever. But that's why I think you see a lot of these guys, they've upped their rib game. Forever, it was a salt and pepper rib, right? And it's like, okay. And now you're seeing, the Truce and the Pinkertons they're starting to bring the sauces. And some of these sauces they're using what we use in the comp on the comp side. So that's where you're getting
Texas pepper jellies.
Yeah.
Craig.
Yeah, Craig's. That's right. So that's the name. But I think everything's getting spicier nowadays. I think I think everybody's heat level has gone up over the last. Hell, our kids are eating these damn hot chips. Like they're eating whole jalapenos already. Like they're fine.
Right.
Spicy.
I love it.
Yeah. So that's like
what. Let me ask you this: what did you find challenging about cooking on the drums? Was there anything? Was there any drawbacks or any challenges that you faced cooking with that?
I think you can, if you don't know your drum, I think you can run into problems where you run into your heat problems. And, it's where those barbecue gurus come into play. I would definitely invest in them. Just takes some of the guesswork out, especially if you're having some issues with the drawing, whether it's a really windy day or however that is. That could be an issue, and you want that thing to stay at the constant temperature. So that kind of alleviates that a little bit. But no, I don't know, man. I don't really see that. That was the only thing I saw was just a little bit of just the drum not acting the way it should, and had to just pivot a little bit. Hey, this one over here is, so let's go ahead and swap this over or whatever,
Yeah, the only thing that I saw was like the inconsistencies with the temperature gauges on these drums.
Yeah.
And I think we even saw one drum that had like 2 gauges on it, and they both read different. And then you had a probe, electronic probe in there that read different as well. You know what I mean? It was like, and I don't know if it's not the drums itself per se, but maybe it's the quality of these temperature gauges that they're putting in there. And I know they're positioned in different places, but if that thing's shut down and it's locked in for quite some time, those should all level out and be remotely close.
I would think so, but if you get different spots of your charcoal lit, you get these hot spots that are burning, and maybe
you
that's
just got like a little direct just heat coming straight up on one side, and that's where your temperature probe is, quite possibly.
Or you got a good, like, I think it's what our boy Frank does good, but his, because that baffle he puts in there is slotted and it's evenly paced all the way around, so it allows that to funnel up. And then not just come straight up. It has to kind of come up and funnel out at an angle the heat does, which maybe helps even it out a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, I could see, and that wasn't even a really big problem. I mean, the biggest problem was not paying attention. Because once you start turning in, it's just turning, right? And you're done. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like I'm thinking to myself, why do you, like, unless you're just a traditionalist, you can't just give it up and whatever. Like, which I've been that guy. I've been for forever. I've been the guy that I don't want to use a pellet grill. I don't want to use and it's not I don't want to use a drum, but I want a certain style of barbecue that I produce. You know, that's why I prefer the offset cookers. But again, like I think to myself, like, Jesus, dude, you know, it was hot. Like I never felt like I was, you know, in a rush. It was really nice to have that capability to let the drum just do the work and just say, hey, you know, I'm gonna have another freaking just time out. Have a taco.
Times where you just sit there and just have a taco, sit down in the chair, just chill, grab a beer, just like no cares and a worry. You're not stressed because competitions, when you got an offset smoker and you got one that's like pretty big where you have to feed a lot of wood into it, and between, even if you have 3 or 4 guys on your team, it's still a lot to man that one pit. And as soon as you get everything taken care of and you're like, all right, I got 5 minutes to breathe, let me sit down and get off my feet for like 3 seconds, and somebody says, oh, the fire's low. Fire's down. You open it up and you got like 3 freaking coals in there, and now you're starting to fire from scratch again. You're like, pain in the ass.
No, it is. That's like when we were running around in Austin this earlier this year, man. Just getting in there and like just staying that constant flow of that rush for 6-7 hours straight, where you're like you're running. That's what it felt like, you know. With the amount of turnips and everything that we had, just felt like there was no break, and constantly like, okay, check the pit. Hey, you not doing anything? Check the pit. Man, but by the end of it, I was so wiped out. I didn't want to walk around. I didn't want to go. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, dude. And then I'm like, man, I could have had the three drums and just chilled. I mean, hell, man, have the barbecue pit out there as a showpiece. Like, I'll put a log in if you want to see it run, but
nowadays it's like the game is halfway won the night before.
Yep.
The prep,
that's it.
The trim, the injections, all that stuff, the brines, and then from there it's just like kind of like a you're coasting.
Yeah.
Run through your steps and processes. You always forget shit. You're always going to run into a case where even if you have a lot of people in there delegated to do something, distractions are about, and you always forget about something that can always like pop its head up, you know, whether you forget to maybe season under the skin a little bit.
Alan, we got you, buddy. Yeah, Alan forgot to season under the skin. Man, you could tell it pissed him off. He had to peel that skin back and go back underneath it, and you could tell he just like, dang it, you know, I didn't want to. But you get in a hurry, and that's a difference sometimes between whatever. And I mean, he did great in all categories, right? He was top 10 in everything. He got a second call, a number 2 call in brisket, and then I don't know. One of them was pork was a 9th, or I don't know. Or 4th. I don't know. He did really good in one of those 2.
Yeah, he was close. I mean, he was points away from being grand champion. But and it was a CBA cook, and that's how it comes down to. It's like just a few points separate you from, you know, 3rd to 1st.
Yep. No, that's right.
So.
But I 100% agree with you. And just not to beat a dead horse here, but you're exactly right. And if you think that you're going to show up and you're going to get everything done that morning of and try to be successful, you got outplayed, man, because the people that are serious about this have already started. And some of these guys have started a day ago when creating their wraps or creating their sauces or anything else. So
getting meat trimmed.
Well, yeah. I mean, like if you're, you know, you could trim on site. That's not an issue. Whatever. But you know, I'm just thinking like if you're not coming fully loaded, ready to go with all of your sauces and your wraps and everything, it takes time to develop. Those flavors take time, and you're not going to get that in 6 hours, right? So show up prepared, and that's how you're going to be successful. And that's what I saw from both of these teams with Chasing More Smoke and with Ice Cold Cookers, was they were both 100% prepared. Everything was ready to go. There was no guesswork. This is how I do this. This is how I do this. Yeah. And it showed.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Threw down some ribs last night. Used the Chicks That Smoke Spicy Rub. Mind blown.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chicks That Smoke Spicy Barbecue All-Purpose Rub, dude, it is a game changer for sure.
Yeah, if you folks have not given it a shot, you need to.
Honestly, your barbecue will thank you.
Chicks That Smoke, it's at SUCKLEBUSTERS.com.
Side note, I didn't see who won the car show.
Damn.
Saw a lot of cool cars out there. That was pretty tight. Mm-hmm. A lot of Hellcats, Chargers, Challengers.
That's what somebody said. The old cars don't win as much anymore because you've got a new generation that are coming in there like they don't want to see the old Mustang. Well, everybody wants to see a Mustang or anything else.
Right.
But yeah, it's
all about where the Hellcats
give me
at?
the Hellcat. Yeah.
Yeah, get the Demons and the Super Bees and all that stuff like that. Because I think they had an old school Charger out there or an old school Challenger, and I was like, "Oh, that's where it's at right there."
Yeah, they had a freaking Firebird.
Yeah, and you had
Smoking the Bandit, man.
right. Yeah,
It was killer.
And they had this weird ass. I say weird ass. It looked pretty tough. That Hummer.
Yeah. That's
I don't
redone.
know, I don't know
That
what it was
cool.
called. I mean, this thing had like 6 wheels on it, and it was slammed down to the ground. Had that rhino green coat to it. Yeah, it was pretty.
Oh, it's a good turbo diesel in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, supercharged Hemi, I think.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I know I had a blast cooking, and just that doing that, man, was. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a little spark for me because I'm like, I want to compete, man. So I don't know, maybe hit a little more of that coming up. And who knows? We can take y'all with us, man. Come out with a barbecue and do a little podcasting and kick a little ass.
Yeah.
I think it's been. I don't know. So
If you're local, you can just swing on by.
there it is.
Sweet. All right. Let me get a little business out of the way.
Go ahead, man. Do your thing.
We're going to jump right into the barbecue news. So today, the American Royal unveiled its 2024 Barbecue Hall of Fame finalists. So out of 80, I think 86, 89 finalists, they whittled it down to 10. And so they announced that today that these group of finalists has been selected from a group of 83 nominated barbecue enthusiasts and are recognized for their significant contributions to the barbecue community. And I'll just run down really quickly.
Are we in this?
No, we're not in it.
Oh, okay.
Next year.
I didn't know. Okay.
Next year.
Okay. I'm sorry, man.
We got to do better.
You caught me off guard with this, James. I was thinking, like, dude, like I'm in this.
I'm about to announce it. Jan,
Okay. Yeah.
Jan
Come on.
Or,
Come on. No, it's grabbing the brisket. I wouldn't.
yeah.
One of us.
So, okay, the list of the 10 finalists, we got Danielle Bennett. This is BBQ. Congratulations to you. Rick Brown. We have Steve Grady. We have Andy Husband. David Close from Houston, Texas. So Houston, Texas native.
Close barbecue.
Yeah. We got Ed Morin. We got Philip McClard, Roy Perez, Malcolm Reed's in the house. So that's pretty badass. And then we have Van Sykes as well. So all this is going to be whittled down into like 4 winners. So you,
4 people. So
yeah,
these
you
were
go from
nominated.
83 to 10 finalists, and then they're going to judge, and 4 of them are going to make it to be the 2024
Damn.
Hall of Fame inductees for
That's
the
cool.
American Royal Barbecue Association. So that's awesome.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, I think is it David? I think David Close will get in.
David Close, do you have your predictions?
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't have any.
We want them all to go in.
Yeah, especially people we know, right? DVQ, come on, let's go, Malcolm, get in there. I mean,
There's a couple of Texas boys in there.
yeah. Honestly, Texas boys are getting in there. Yeah. Who was the? Was it Perez?
You have Roy Perez.
Yeah.
Lockhart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! Come on, man. That's kind of cool. Hey, all I know is Texas being represented, so we must know it's true and it's fair.
Exactly. And that concludes the barbecue news.
Dude,
So as we wait for our guest to show up, hey, we're knocking down this pale Bock from the the barbecue pit boys.
yeah, the barbecue pit boys, which being a young guy on YouTube, have watched these guys cook barbecue for a long time. They're always grilling, hanging out. What was it? Here's a pale Bock is usually consumed to celebrate the coming of warm season, or as we like to say, barbecue season. So that's cool, man. They have a whole little write up on the side. I didn't see the alcohol ABV 7.3. Let's go, guys.
Hold up. Is this the 92nd?
This is the 90-second beer review.
You need to start that over. Y'all did it. I didn't even hear the intro. Y'all didn't do none of that.
No, we're not doing the intro.
What?
Yeah, it's new. We're just trying out something new.
Yeah.
This whole
love
episode's
man.
going to be a beer review.
Yeah. We're just gonna keep drinking the beer, keep reviewing it. It's gonna get better and better as we keep going on this whole journey. Dude, after yesterday's birthday shenanigans, like I don't even know what to think, man. I should not even be drinking right now. Nobody should be drinking. And we started like at 8 o'clock in the freaking morning with beer mimosas, by the way, which is beer and orange juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like brunch, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Then I went to a doctor's appointment and then told her, and she was like looking like I was a freaking idiot. She was like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, I was like, hey, just let you know. She goes, my blood pressure, perfect health. I was like, man, I can keep coming to the doctor, keep giving me good news like this. I'll keep coming back.
Keep coming. Hey.
Yeah. This is fine.
Jan going to keep doing Jan.
Yeah.
Doctor going to keep doing doctor and stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When you get in the way of my lifestyle is when I have a problem. You know what I mean? Start telling me to cut shit back. I'm like, oh, man, can't see you anymore. Got to find another doctor.
Right.
But no, she was cool, man. She was like, all right. I said, look, it's my birthday today. I've already had some beers. And I said, but I'll keep monitoring. I'll see you in a couple of weeks for a follow-up. Yeah, it was great. Great news. So, and then we went out and played golf.
Played golf?
Yeah. Dude, you put 9 holes together. I would have thought you'd been playing for the last couple of years.
No, yeah, secretly I have been
Taking
going
lessons?
to lessons.
Fucking
and
motherfucker. I knew it. I
I'm
knew
just
you
kidding.
were. Are you sure? See,
I'm positive.
this dude drains like a 35-foot putt. And listen, I'm going to tell the story. And one of these days it's going to be 70 feet, okay?
just keeps getting bigger.
Yeah. But listen, it was every bit of 30 feet, okay? And he's like, no, slow down. I said, no, keep going. He's like, nope. And then all of a sudden it just drains right in. Dude, I went ape shit, man. I'm running around the green, yelling, screaming. Dude, I mean, you played your ass off. Yeah. It was cool watching you.
Appreciate it. Yeah. My nerves. So I don't golf. I don't get out there and get tee times and
we had a
hit
gallery
the
of
links.
people behind us. I got other golf. I've got people out of their carts. They're all like rooting them and all. I said,
My anxiety was just like through the roof. I'm like, because I figured it's like, hey, we're tea time, just me and Jan. So I'm just going to roll in. It's just going to be me and him. The birds are going to be chirping. We're just going to be setting up on the number 1 tee box and take our time and swing. And so we get out there and we had like 11:50 something start time and just getting loosed and warmed up. And then all of a sudden some dude just rolls up and go, Kazi.
Yeah,
he showed up with the biggest damn ham sandwich and he's just going to town just eating on his sandwich. And it's like, what did he say?
He goes, heard you getting out free lessons. Guess we're playing together.
Yeah.
I said, all right, sounds
He's
good.
sitting there eating his sandwich, just like waiting for us to go. And I'm like, oh my goodness, we're going to have an audience. So this is not nerve wracking at all. Then all of a sudden, 2 seconds later, another cart pulls up.
Multiple carts.
Carts, like 4 gentlemen just roll out. And then now just is the whole gallery just going. And it was pretty nerve wracking. The only thing I can think of was it's like, please just don't top this ball and just let it go.
I topped it.
10 feet.
Dude, I topped it. You hit yours. I'm like, this guy hasn't played a round of golf in like 20 years. He hits his. I haven't topped a ball on a drive. I don't know how long. Immediately topped. Boom. Into the water. I just got in the cart. I was so excited anyways. I was like, this is just a great day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was reminiscence of my Laura's uncle invited me to go play golf one day.
You're a natural.
I don't remember if I knew, but I show up there and he is a sales guy in oil field industry. He has 2 other executives, vice presidents from ExxonMobil and somebody else that they're out there just bullshitting and shooting golf together. Mm-hmm. I just happened to join, hey, come on out. I'm like, okay, great. I don't play. And so we get out there and it's like, I'm warming up. I think I was able to hit a couple practice balls or whatever. All right, let's go. So we get out in the first the first tee box and, all right, James, you first. I'm like, oh no, please not me first.
Yeah.
And so I get up there. I'm like, okay, James, you got this. And I'm just like, I don't know anything. I'm like, all right, everybody gets quiet. And all of a sudden, let's take the biggest damn riff that I can do to just nail this ball like 500 feet.
Yeah.
And I don't hit anything.
500 yards.
500 yards.
Yeah.
I don't hit anything. I wish it would have hit 500 feet. I whiffed.
Oh, no.
It was just, whoosh. I was like, man. And I was like, okay, let me.
Did you laugh?
Yeah, I laughed. And they laughed too. You know?
Fuck those dudes. Right. No, I'm just kidding.
And then I go again. I was like, boom. I made contact again, but unfortunately, it was only like the top of the ball, and then it rolled like about 30, 40, 50 feet.
Yeah.
And
He said, all right, James, pick it up. You're good.
Yeah, exactly.
Get out of the way.
So that stuck with me for years.
So you redeemed yourself.
I did.
On your freaking birthday,
There
man.
it is.
You redeemed yourself. That means something.
Take that, ExxonMobil vice president.
Vice President,
Whoever you are.
ExxonMobil.
You might
Back
be-
then, not now. Just
Right.
kidding.
He might be the CEO now.
Yeah, he probably is. Dang, if we don't play golf with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, you redeemed yourself yesterday. Great day. Twin Peaks was awesome. And then Little Woodrow's, fantastic.
It's cool spot.
Yeah. And then, dude, we went out last night and had pizza after that. I don't know what the hell we were thinking. I was so full. I ate almost a whole pizza after eating a whole meal like 30 minutes prior to that. And I don't know how many damn beers. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had to have you park my vehicles last night. Both of them. I was like, can you park the vehicles now? You're trying to leave? I'm like, nah.
You're just tired.
Gotta park that vehicle.
Right. Just had sleepy ass. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, guys, we appreciate you tuning in to Grabbing the Brisket podcast. We got a wonderful interview planned here in a couple of minutes. We're going to have Andy with Mantis BBQ. I think he's going to have his son Spencer on.
Well, he's the guy, right?
Yeah, he's the guy. So if you're not familiar with the brand Mantis BBQ, we met these fine folks at the MBBQA this year, 2024 barbecue conference in San Antonio, Texas, and got to taste some of their products, got to hear a little bit of the story. We had them a little bit on the podcast for like a brief like flash in the pan, but we got to hear the little bit of the story. But we was like, we got to have you guys back on so we can get the whole full story, just to understand what it is they're trying to accomplish. And a lot of the proceeds, I think they said 10% of the proceeds on the sales of these sauces and rubs that they're manufacturing are going to artificial kidney research. So very important to them. I'm really interested to hear a little bit more about that. So excited.
No, you're exactly right. Yeah, this has been I think a son was the recipient, right? So
Correct.
Which also was also kind of the one that helped spawn this whole idea, right? Which is like, it makes it a family thing.
Definitely. Yeah.
So just remember this today, James, is when you look into the camera, right? Don't watch the television screen. Right. You'll be fine.
Yeah, rookie mistakes.
Yeah.
James is always good at it.
Oh, shit. Okay.
I am.
This is me, guys.
Just don't want to make you guys feel bad about not doing it.
That's right. Well,
What do you think about this beer?
dude, this beer is fire.
It's
That's what
good.
it is. Yeah, it's really good.
I feel like it used a little bit more flavor, a little Bock. It's very light.
Yeah, but it's
it's
so
drinkable.
light that and it is Bocky, right? It's got that Bock flavor to it. I don't know if this
Brewed
is
and canned by Hell or High H2O Enterprises LLC, Liberty Hills, Texas.
Liberty Hills, Texas, man. I don't know. That's cool. That's a very cool collab.
Good. It's GUUUD beer.
Yeah.
Good beer.
That's good beer. 7.3 alcohol percent by volume, dude. You can't say it's a slouch, right? You show up to a party with a 7.3. Are you kidding me?
If you had to gauge, if you had to give it a score, would you?
Yeah.
Can you give it a score now?
Oh, 100% I can.
All right. What do you got, man?
Yeah. Oh, it's so smooth. It's so velvety. That's an 8.6.
8.6. Okay. I like that. I'm not as high as you are.
Well, why not?
I'm gonna go 7.5. It's a good, tasty beer.
Really,
It's
not in the
very-
8s.
Huh?
What's preventing it from going to the 8s?
I think I'm missing a little bit of that flavor. I think it's just a little too on the light side of that Bock.
It's got way more flavor than a Coors Light. What do you give a Coors Light?
I think I scored the Coors Light like 5.5.
I have to burp right now, and it's not happening, but I want you to know it's going to in a few seconds. I'm going to blow this microphone out. So there's that.
All in all, it's good beer.
Yeah.
When I saw this, I was like, the Barbecue Pit Boys. Dude, I have to get it. Do you think maybe we'll have a Grabbing the Brisket beer?
No, but you know what we should have on the podcast? Barbecue Pit Boys.
That is true.
And I don't care. We're drinking their beer again when we have them on.
So let's say somebody reaches out to grab them in the brisket. What kind of beer would you lean towards? They said, let's make your beer.
Oh, that's a great question. That is a great question. What would you do?
Well,
Are you going to copy a Bock now?
First-
If you say Bock right now,
no, first it's going to have to. Well, it's going to have to be probably an IPA, and it's going to have to be a high alcohol ABV.
like a 10% or 12%.
Then that's where I would start. Where do the ABVs we want to start at, and then that's going to kind of dictate where we want to go as far as beer wise goes. Because if we get in that high range, now we're looking at like barrel aged stuff, or we're looking at an IPA.
So what are you
style.
saying? Just say answer the question. Why are you going? You're all these hypotheticals. Just give me one.
Just I'm gonna go IPA.
I'm going stout, man.
Like a peanut butter chocolate stout.
No, James, not like a peanut butter chocolate stout. Maybe I'll do it Bock.
That's what John
James.
would say.
Maybe I'll do it Bock. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I do one. Maybe it'll be 7.3% alcohol by volume. Maybe it'd be called Barbecue Pit Boys. Maybe it'd be a pale Bock. Yeah. It's amazing beer, James. Amazing beer. Wish you had somebody here that could try this beer and go, "You're right, Jan. Right now we don't have those people."
I feel like I scored it high, so
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did.
just not as high as you.
That's right.
Well, maybe you'll create a stout bock.
Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll create like an IPA stout Bock.
Yeah, we'll call it the Roger Start Bock.
Oh, I like that. The Roger Startbach. Hey, well, grab their brisket, and Roger Starbuck wants to do a collab.
Roger Stoutbach.
Yeah.
If you're out there and you're brewing beer, let us know.
Yeah. Dallas logo on it. Dude, are you kidding me? The numbers, right? Oh, that'd be a great can. Collector's item.
Correct. Yeah. Do you have various like versions of like alcohol content? So you got like an 8% for like Troy Aikman, or then you got like a 22%.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Then you got the 88% for Michael Irvin.
Yeah, as a liquor. Yeah. Dude, that's, yeah.
I was going to say pure cocaine.
Well, I was going to say sugar booger, but that's what his would be called, right? It's just a little sugar booger.
Yeah.
Man, dude.
All right. Well, let's take 10, and then we'll wait for our guest to come on.
Okay, there it is. You said it very slow, James. I like you got a really mellow vibe to you today. I know it's because the Willie Nelson haircut's coming out in you, or what? You're going to see.
Do you have any more of that?
Look, while I'm saying
Ellen
is,
DeGeneres.
Yeah, hey, come on, Ellen, just stop. Listen, all I know is you're literally
in the hole.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers. There it is.
In the fold.
You're taking all my material from me. It's what you're doing, Kenny. Okay. But no, I feel like every time the camera pans back to you, your hair got like 2 inches longer. You know what I mean? That's what it's going to be. Like you're going to be, dude.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to pan back, and I'm going to have like a plaid button up on.
Yeah.
Like a little tool belt on.
That's weird. Okay. You're still going with that guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's the only thing.
He's nice.
Bro, you know that new Dow Strong knife I just got?
The ridiculously sharp one that I almost cut myself on? Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But seriously, made such a difference in my grilling. Every cut is so clean and precise.
And it's true what they say, a sharp knife is actually a safer knife.
That's accurate. And if our listeners want a new badass knife, they need to go check out Dow Strong.
We got a discount link below right in our podcast description, and just be careful, they are sharp.
Dow Strong, a cut above the rest.
Guys, thank you so much joining us today. We first met you guys at the MBQA in San Antonio this last year, and it was absolutely phenomenal. Just getting to be around you guys, meet you, and to talk about your story a little bit, and also taste the products. I mean, you guys have put a lot of hard work into these products, and it's definitely. We can definitely tell. We put it through the gauntlet here and there, and we've cooked some really good barbecue with it. Yeah, if you don't mind, if you could just kind of go in the room and say who you are and how you got started in barbecue, how this whole thing came about.
Okay.
Well, Linda and Andy Mantis.
Oh, there's our stuff.
Nice shot.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Story how we got into barbecue, how some people from New York got into barbecue. So,
Yeah. Come on.
I went to college in Atlanta and I was on the tennis team. And back then, for local matches, you could drive. And an upperclassman on the team would give me rides to matches, but he would insist on stopping for barbecue, sometimes before, sometimes after a match, sometimes both. When you're 18 years old, you can eat barbecue, all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And came to really like it. After college, started playing around, doctoring up store-bought sauces, evolving until started making my own sauce, started hosting barbecues for all of our friends. And, in fairness, like up here, they think I'm a pretty good cook, but I've got a pretty low bar to, compare against up in New York.
Come
But
on.
I really liked it. And I'd say, what do you think? It was like 15, 20 years ago, we thought about having our sauce produced because we're kind of the quintessential, all your friends say, man, we love this. You should produce it and go into business. But, other priorities got in the way until just a few years ago when we had a little bit of a life-changing family event. You want to?
Yeah. So our son at the time was 26 years old, and he came down with a rare autoimmune disease, and they tried to treat it for 3 years. It affected his kidneys. And at the end of 3 years, he ended up on dialysis and he needed a transplant. So it was a life-changing event. And my younger brother donated a kidney to our son, gave him the gift of life, which is phenomenal, didn't hesitate. And then we decided that we wanted to go into the barbecue sauce business. When life gives you lemons, you make barbecue sauce.
That's
So
it.
that's it. So we wanted to do something to give back. And we had heard from his nephrologist about the Kidney Project. University of California, San Francisco, and Vanderbilt are close to human trials for an artificial kidney, which would be a game changer for all the people out there who have kidney disease, people who are on waiting lists for a kidney, people on dialysis. If this could come to fruition, you don't have to worry about that anymore. And then post-transplant, none of those awful medications, immunosuppressants, anti-rejection medication. So we decided to combine passion with purpose. And
So we give, because we're literally, we're just about at our second anniversary. And so we're very new. And we give 10% of sales, not profits, top line sales, directly to the Kidney Project because their research pace is the pace of their research is faster than their ability to raise funds. So we're both helping with awareness and some funds for them wherever we can.
the big part of it really is awareness. People aren't aware of the severity of kidney disease. I don't think we had no idea until we were personally affected by it. So, the government spends huge amounts of money.
Medicare spends $15 billion each year just helping to underwrite dialysis costs, anti-rejection
Medication.
costs, et cetera.
Yep.
Astounding statistic, 1 in 7 Americans has some form of suffering from kidney disease. That kind of blew us away.
Yeah.
Right. No kidding. And I wish John was here today because John was with us when we were in San Antonio this last year, and John actually donated one of his kidneys to it was a neighbor, and John was a perfect match for it, and he did not hesitate. He donated the kidney, and they're both those guys are doing fantastic because of it. So there's huge awareness, and it hit home for us because I think John's story And when one of us are going through something, we're all going through something. And yeah, I think it takes this type of awareness. Hopefully we can help spread the message for this. And it's pretty awesome that you guys are committed to, obviously to Brand of Barbecue, but giving back in that sense as well for this awareness. So yeah, kudos to you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like everybody says, like it you don't think about it until it really does touch
That's-
close to home.
Mhm.
That's absolutely right.
One of the things, though, that's been interesting, because since we went into this business and we've gone to conventions, we met you guys. So many people, when they hear about our story, they come up to us and tell us about their friend, the family member that had kidney disease, and some of them had a great outcome and got a kidney, and others not so great, and people are really touched by this, and it's been amazing to us. We've met some wonderful people through this business, so it's been a great experience.
I could not agree more. And that's what I love about the NBBQA as well. It gives somebody a platform. I mean, obviously, if we hadn't went, we would not have met you guys or half of the people that we met, that making these connections. So it's cool hearing y'all's story. How many total, because y'all are just doing, right now we're displaying 3 of your products here, but y'all have several products out, right?
Yeah, so we have 3 sauces. I can't tell in the picture if the middle one is the glaze, which actually, won in its category at the NBBQA conference.
Yeah,
And
this
then,
is the Haunt of Ghost.
oh,
Oh,
okay.
so that's the sauce.
That's the sauce. That's the hotter of the sauces. The
Yeah.
glaze, we were very surprised in a good way that we actually won that category as newbies. The 2 dusts, which are literally powdered versions of the barbecue sauce. They're not a traditional rub. It is literally the same ingredients in different ratios as 2 of the sauces, but in powdered form.
Nice.
So you can use it on the rim of a glass for a margarita to bake a spicy rim. You can bread something, or you can use it as a rub. So it's pretty versatile. And then we're trying for the next 30 days, we have a new sauce coming out, which we're calling Mantis Gold, which is a little bit of a derivative of a Carolina sauce. So if you think the one you have there, the Haunt a Ghost, plus a little bit of glaze, plus some yellow mustard to give it a little bit of zing, that's coming out in a few weeks.
Yeah, and that one is incredible, this new one that Andy came up with, because it tastes great on hot dogs, on French fries, and incredible on shrimp. So and steak. It's really a great sauce. I can't wait till people have an opportunity to taste it.
No kidding. That's awesome.
It's
That's
fun.
very cool.
Play
Yeah.
around with all different flavors, and we're thinking of the next one already, and might have horseradish in it because I'm a huge horseradish fan. So
Yeah, who would have thought? But actually, horseradish does taste pretty good in barbecue sauce.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, Bloody
a
Marys, right?
Cocktail.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's fun,
No, definitely. No, that's awesome. That is so awesome. If the folks want to find you online, your social medias, how are they currently? How do they do that?
We're pretty easy to find. We are, if you just type into your browser, Mantis BBQ will come up. On Instagram, it's Mantis_BBQ. You would know our Facebook, but yeah, we're on Facebook as well. And can order online. Stores, depends on what part of the country. We are in, at the moment, at probably most of the home goods stores throughout the country. We're doing a trial with them nationwide. And then up here in the Northeast, we're in quite a few specialty and
Grocery
smaller
stores.
grocery stores.
Very cool.
Yeah.
A lot has
Very
happened. We saw you.
Yeah. Our distribution has been growing and growing, which is really gratifying. And then if anyone listening happens to be going through Terminal 4 at JFK Airport, we are actually in a number of the airport stores, believe it or not.
Here you go.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Man, you guys, you meet people, and and I think it's what this industry looks like is, everything's something saturated or not, and it's not saturated. This is a growing industry. Barbecue is, it's going to continue to keep growing, and doubling, tripling, quadrupling of what even this market even looks like right now, and it's a big market already. So, yeah, it's cool, man.
We completely agree with you. And I think, one of the things that we're trying to position ourselves a little differently. And, again, we may, when you think the barbecue world, you've got, like the hardcore in a good way, the competition teams, right? You've got a lot of backyard cooks, et cetera. But if you think about the things like sauces and rubs, there's no reason for them to be limited to outdoor cooking. The barbecue market is very big, and there's tons of room for, more and more players. But one of the things that we're trying to push awareness of through recipes in any way we can is using barbecue products in everyday cooking, not just when you're doing a brisket in the backyard.
Yep. No, you're exactly right. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yes, we agree. We think there's lots and lots of room for growth in the entire industry. And to what you guys were talking about earlier, the NBBQA conference, I think what we've seen, and I'm sure you guys have had much more experience, is the barbecue community is very supportive. In some industries, people are like arch enemies.
Yeah,
Barbecue's just, like geared for helping, which is wonderful.
Yeah. This is our second time going to their conference, and it's been a great experience both times. We were wondering what we would get from it a second time, but it was even more.
Talking to you guys, we got good marketing tips, we got production tips, and I'd say Kel and the association, call up Kel, he just says, how can I help? It's wonderful.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, he really is. I was going to ask, are y'all doing any TikTok videos?
We need to pick it up. Last summer, our niece, while she was on break from college, was got to reinvigorate that.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, like the every social media, even Facebook has their short form, right? That you can upload to, and
Instagram's showcasing the use of these barbecue sauces. Like you said, it's not just for whether you're just cooking indoors. I mean, it has thousands of different applications that you can use these seasonings and sauces for. And I was telling a neighbor earlier today, Matt happened to bring his girlfriend Emma. Her father is down, and so we're just like, and Matt's dad was there, and we're talking about, we're doing the interview tonight with Mantis BBQ, and he said, oh, okay, and we started telling them a little bit about you guys and what this initiative is, and the products that you have created, and we let them taste some of it. They thought it was fantastic, and so they got an idea of a little bit of what that was, but learning how to use those products and other applications, like you said. And I was telling him, it's like this right here. It's like a powdered form barbecue sauce that you can just like. It's almost just like, just imagine like the flavor that you would get on a barbecue potato chip.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That
right.
seasoning.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You're just able to pour that on whatever else you want to put it on. You know what I mean? You can just come up with all these different types of ideas.
Well, you're spot on. And you know what? We didn't actually think of that product on our own. So we're moderately creative, but we don't come up with all of our own ideas. We listen to our customers. And one of our customers is like, I love the flavor. Can I get this on a chip, or can I get it on popcorn or something? And we just started tinkering and went, oh, we could do a powdered version. And sure enough, you can Linda loves it on popcorn.
Yeah, popcorn. I put it on the rim of Bloody Marys. That's like my drink of choice. We had our family get together and we ordered
This
in
is funny.
pizzas and we put the dust out on the table and everybody said, what do we do with this? And we said, let's try it on the pizza. And it was delicious. Instead of putting red pepper flakes, just sprinkle on the dust. It was like,
Kind of absorbed into the cheese, and it was really
it was
good.
really delicious.
Right.
So
Oh, that sounds so good.
Nice. I love it. Have you ever tried firecrackers before?
what's a
Do
fire?
you know what those are?
Tell
So-
me what. Tell you whether I know it under a different name or not.
Okay, so this is basically, it's a saltine cracker, or you can make it with other different crackers. And the version that I'm used to is you take a mixture of some type of oil, ranch seasoning packet with
Yeah.
some red pepper chili flakes, and you mix that all together, and then you dump that into a Ziploc bag full of like a whole like box or 2 sleeves, 3 sleeves of crackers. Shake it up, let it coat everything, pull it out, put it on a parchment paper, let it kind of air dry a little bit. And so you just have these crackers that are coated with this ranch chili pepper flavor. Super awesome. They call them firecrackers down here, but my wheels are spinning. So I'm like, we need to do a
I know, a
Mantis
Mantis.
BBQ firecracker
We can do it.
version of that. And then, well, yeah, or you guys do it. Put it on your social medias. I mean, people will probably go bonkers over it.
Oh, I
I've
love
never
that.
heard of that.
Because that would be easy to do in
Yeah.
volume too. We're actually doing an egg fest up in Connecticut on June 1st. I've never even cooked on a big green egg, but in the spirit of being supportive, one of our friends who on Instagram, he goes under by Big Paul on the Grill, and he has a foundation for pediatric cancer. Unfortunately, about a decade ago, one of his kids passed away, and he put his energy into barbecue and his foundation.
It became his therapy.
Yeah,
Barbecue.
the good news is he's also raised over $2 million for cancer research, but he's using our sauce in his cooking. He's doing pulled pork and he puts the glaze into the pulled pork, but we decided to take a sponsorship to help support him because at this Egg Fest, all the proceeds are going to his foundation, which is wonderful. And somehow we found ourselves actually cooking.
Now we're gonna be cooking.
So we're trying to figure out, but the firecrackers sound good. Maybe we'll add them in.
Yeah, just Google firecrackers. There's a lot of recipes out there, and you can make adaptions and put your own little twist on it.
That's right. But we'll be sure to show our Mantis firecrackers on the blog. We'll try to get it out this week so you can see our version of it.
Okay,
I'd
look
love to.
forward to it.
Love to.
Yeah.
Yes. Take some of the pressure off of our cooking. We'd love to see what you do.
Come on, we can do it.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, guys, we've appreciated you guys taking time to join us on the podcast. It's been truly just great having you on, sharing your story. Next time we got to get your son on because I think that he's been a guy that's been kind of behind the scenes a little bit, helping with this and creating
Spencer.
a few profiles and different seasonings for you guys. So yeah, we thank you so much. If you want to one last time, if you want to plug
Maybe offer like what their favorite sauce is or seasoning. Maybe somebody
okay.
out there is like, hey, if it's the one go-to, like just
Okay.
grab this.
Yeah.
I would say the go-to would be the ghostly glaze. It's incredibly versatile, but you can also be really creative. What we love to do is mix a couple of the sauces together and
Layer
layer them, and then even add in a little bit of whiskey or bourbon or sake, depending on what you're doing, and just getting really creative off of our base products.
And the dust is so versatile for cooking anything instead of using cayenne or red pepper flakes. I substitute the dust. So if I make deviled eggs, dust.
And
Right.
Linda's a big critic. If she really didn't like it, she wouldn't
I
be
wouldn't
plugging it,
be.
even though she's a founder
I'm
of
very
the company.
picky.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I like it.
Yeah, no, we greatly appreciate
Yeah.
you guys having us on, and we really enjoyed meeting you at the conference.
We hope to see
And-
you there again
Yep,
next
and
year.
definitely hope to see you again.
Yeah. And if you're
100%.
at the Javits Center, at the, do you go to any of the
It's a
food shows?
non-barbecue, but I don't know if you have other guests who go into some of the food shows beyond barbecue, but we'll be at the Specialty Food Association Summer Fancy Food Show at the New York Javits Center last weekend in June. And last year, when we were just literally beginners, our dust was named as one of the on-trend products for last summer by the Specialty Food Association.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Badass. That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah. Thanks so much
Well-
for having us.
No, definitely. Thank you guys. Next time, I'm intrigued about the Bloody Marys now because I'm definitely a Bloody Mary guy. So next time we have you on, maybe we should all have Bloody Marys going,
Definitely.
and we can figure out the who's making what flavor profile is happening there, because horseradish, Bloody Marys, I don't know,
Yeah.
the Mantis powdered, dust.
I feel like
Come on,
I feel like a Bloody Mary competition
It's
in the
happening.
brew.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Two ways to try it. We sent some product to someone who put some of the Haunt of Ghost, a little dash of it, into the Bloody Mary, and then rimmed the glass with the dust. So you got a little bit of the spiciness and barbecue flavor in the drink, and then the dust around the rim for an extra kick.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Great combination.
That's what I should have
Yeah.
done. I'm having a bourbon. I should have switched.
Yeah,
could
nobody out there in the podcast world steal our ideas. Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, cheers, guys. We thank you.
Yeah, we
Thank
appreciate
you.
it so much.
Yep. You have,
Have
a
a
good
good
evening.
night.
Have a good
All right.
day. Bye.
Hey, you there. We've got a question for you. Are you tired of clickbait stories and the loudest voices driving discussions in culture and entertainment?
If so, I'm Dylan.
I'm Kendall.
And I'm Corey. And we host the podcast From the Middle. We're middle class guys living in the middle of America, in the middle chapters of our lives with points of view somewhere in the middle. We take a more reasonable and centrist approach in our discussions covering genres like comedy, culture, entertainment, and interviews with really interesting folks like business owners, comic creators, doctors, news anchors, New York Times best-selling illustrators, professional stand-up comics, and more. We really value a relaxed and conversational podcast, one that we hope is so fun and laid back, you'll forget you're not actually hanging out with us.
So search at From the Mid Pod, just like it sounds, or check us out everywhere you can find podcasts.
Dude. Great people, man.
Dude, Mantis BBQ.
I know. This has been kind of a vibe night. You know what I mean? Like, the energy's been up, it's been down, it's been informative. It's been a good podcast, but I'm just saying in general, like, I really enjoyed this a lot.
It was really nice. Yeah, sorry I took a back seat there. It seemed like you ramrodded that whole thing.
I didn't
doing
mean
the-
to.
doing
I'm
the
so
interviews.
sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah, I was honestly just kind of listening along, like, oh shit, I'm on this podcast.
You're like, oh, that's
You know
me
what I mean?
too. I
That's
can
me.
say something.
I'm part of this as well.
Okay.
Let me ask questions.
Yeah. Hi, how are you?
You know, it's really cool that they've taken this initiative to raise the money for this artificial kidney foundation. That
We
that-
said
that-
lungs earlier, by the way.
Did we?
Yeah, I did.
Before?
Yeah, not on the podcast. But I didn't know. I was like, damn, artificial lungs is crazy. And then in my head, I'm like, how does that even work? And then I'm like, kidneys makes more sense now.
It does.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't say it out loud until just then.
Yeah, but I mean, they got several sauces out there and several
They're amazing.
rubs out there. And they don't skimp on the heat, dude. These things bring the flavor.
It's legit. No, it's legit hot. I'll tell you that.
It's not one of these
There's something to take
products
your
that
breath away.
says spicy or it says whatever, and they don't deliver. What did we have the other day? It's like
some habanero, or I don't know, some whatever. It wasn't hot,
and it said spicy, and it's like it was literally like a mild ketchup flavor. You know what I mean?
It was ketchup, basically. Yeah.
This stuff, like it's made without. You look at the ingredients on the back.
Yeah.
It says ghost peppers and habanero peppers.
And no, they're lighting you up.
Correct. Yeah.
But it's a good heat. It's done and the balance is really well, right? They've got some really good products out there. The dust, even the dust itself, is a finishing dust on any type of barbecue protein you're trying to put out there. At the very end, if you're not trying to add a little something, sometimes a pop of something, you may be missing out.
Correct.
So,
yeah. What does it say? Like the back of the bottle here. Sorry, I didn't mean to get away from the mic.
It's
there.
fine.
Barbecue sauce to save lives. Literally. Can you imagine they create the artificial kidneys and just like reduce all these like issues that a lot of people are having? It's like, can we just not like maybe can we get like these like major influencers to like maybe, hey, this is what we focus our attention on. You know what I mean?
We all are.
Right.
We're major.
Like what we are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking
Who
about
else
like
you talking about?
I don't know, like the big guys. Bigger than us. There's only a few.
There's not. There's not even. I don't know who you're talking about. What I think is everybody's focused on what they should be focused on. You know, and it doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't matter. AI is taking over the world anyways. We're gonna have artificial skin suits that we're gonna be putting on. And we're gonna be out there just working for the damn computer company, and it's gonna be like the company. It's all AI.
Right. Microsoft.
The brain. Yeah. Yeah, right. If you want to call it Microsoft. Anyways, I've seen I don't know the name of the movie now. What's the movie where everybody lives in a simulation? And we're all just
I don't remember what that was. Everybody's a sim.
no, like, with Neo and Red Pill.
The Matrix.
Matrix. Hey, we're all in the Matrix anyways. Yeah. I mean, like, we're not even really here. Raul didn't set the cameras up earlier. The Matrix did. He thought he did.
Just all ones and zeros.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, binary.
Binary. I love it. Speaking of binary, let's go into, I think we have a barbecue win fail.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We need to get into that.
Do you have it?
Yeah, it's right up here.
Oh, okay. Are we going to play it? Yes. Oh, shit. Okay.
I inspired this week to try some pork belly. This will be my first go at it. I got some pineapple juice and pineapples that we're going to go down with it on. A little bit of soy sauce, a couple of squeezes of orange juice. Go ahead and let this sit in the fridge overnight. So.
All right, love it.
All right,
got
we got
citrus.
the pork belly out of the marinade again. Go ahead and hit it with some hardcore carnivore red. And kind of let that sweat in and go ahead and get on the pit. All right, this thing's been in the smoke for about 2.5 hours, running about 168, 170.
What?
Go ahead and cube it up. We're gonna go down with a little bit of hot honey.
What's he cooking on?
A little bit
He didn't
of
say.
apple, cranberry, habanero, rib candy,
Oh, Texas.
and a little bit of sweet and spicy barbecue sauce. All right, we're gonna mix that up, cover it with foil, and put it back on the tip. We're gonna see how we did. And
The gold foil's alive, man.
Yeah.
I love that.
You know that it wasn't done on like pellet smoker.
I think that's all right.
He goes, that's all right.
That's all right.
Hey, that's all right. No, man. How was it? We need to get closer to the camera. It looked good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long did he say it was for? Is it 2 hours on and then
It looked like he smoked for about two hours, and then he wrapped it, and then went to. I don't know if he really said how much longer it was that he went, but
I'm hoping this is a barbecue win right now.
no, it's a win.
Okay, yeah. It just
He said it was good.
well, it's good. Like I need, dude. What are you doing? What did it need? Help us out here.
Right.
It's like a man. Like, what was it again?
It was good.
It was good. No, you know what? Hey,
It's
thank
a barbecue win.
Thank you so much for putting it out there. Honestly, we've got a lot more questions for you.
He did it right as far as like the way he cooked it, cubing it up,
It looked phenomenal.
low and slow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looked phenomenal. He left it so just at the end, right? I'm like, dude, just tell us how it was now. And I got an empty void inside of me, and I need to call this guy.
I need
like,
more.
I need to know how it was, you know? Damn it.
You're not going to be able to sleep
I
tonight.
can't sleep. You're the reason why I'm going to go to work late tomorrow. It's ridiculous.
Chan's going to show up at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have a meeting.
Pissed off.
Yeah.
Not good, man.
You were like,
you screwed us. You ever seen the movie?
Jan, how was it? I don't know how it was.
Hey, have you ever seen the movie? It's The Accountant with Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And he can't finish it. They go in and erase all the information. You just did that to me. You just erased all the 15 years of tax information I had to go through in order to come up with what happened to your money, right?
Yeah.
And then you just erased it all at the very end by saying, "Yeah, it was good."
Jan's like, I want to take the blue pill.
Yeah.
I want to erase all this.
I need to go back. I need to go back. No, man, we appreciate you sharing. Awesome. And if you look at that method just now, it's a great method of doing some pork belly burn-ins.
Hey, cook it whole.
That's it.
Cube it down to the size that you want. Don't do tiny cubes.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Never go tiny cubes.
I like the fact that pork belly had the char on it. I think it needed it, and I think good pork belly has it. And then he did big cubes like he's supposed to. He had the rubs, the seasonings, the sauces he put in there. And then you could see that gold at tenfold, and it was cooked on offset, by the way. That's smoking
Without knowing what we knew. I mean, yeah.
I put money on it. That was an offset cooker, and literally he opened it up, he picks it up, boom, takes a bite. I mean, I wish we had more on that bite, but yeah, man. If you're gonna cook one, copy that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Copy that
How
way.
many Coors Lights did you have?
Yeah, exactly. We didn't know.
We need more
He had
statistics.
Miller Lite. He didn't. He was drinking
Miller Lite.
His Miller Lite.
We need statistics next time. We need to know how many beers,
Yes.
how many hours, and what we're cooking on. Everything.
Exactly. Do your part. We'll do ours.
Reviewing
okay?
a beer. We need all the statistics.
That's right. But guess what? For entering in and just doing the whole thing, there's something that happens from that, right?
You're a winner.
Yeah, you're a winner, right? James, you want to tell us what you're talking about?
Yeah. I mean, you're the lucky winner of a brand new bottle of SUCKLEBUSTERS seasonings.
There it is. SUCKLEBUSTERS. Everybody wants some SUCKLEBUSTERS. Let's go, man. Hey, pick out your favorite one. Let us know what it is, and we'll have it sent out to you. And we appreciate you sharing. This is what it's all about, man. The wins with the fails.
Yeah. Did we have a name on him? Like, what was
Yeah, he's got a name.
Taylor Blackwell.
Taylor Blackwell?
There it is. Taylor
Blackwell definitely cooks on an offset smoker.
100% he does. He's at Miller Lite.
Yeah.
Okay?
Let's go.
Hey, appreciate you, Red. Cheers.
Thanks. And this concludes the end of this barbecue podcast. We celebrated yesterday our birthdays, and then it just seems so fitting just us to roll into the podcast and just do it together.
No, listen, James, we just came off of a Thursday podcast right into the weekend. Friday hung out, Saturday barbecue competition, Sunday hung out. Not so much Sunday, actually. And then, right into the week, man. And we've had a birthday, we've had podcast. This has been probably one of the best weeks of my life. So,
great. Hey, cheers.
Cheers, man. Appreciate you. Love you, man.
Love you, brother.
Later, Bob. All right. Hey,
All right.
Thanks for joining us.
It's been great talking barbecue with you guys.
Happy birthday, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bowie.
As we close out, big thanks to SmokerBuilder.com and the MBBQA for their unwavering support.
Absolutely. And cheers to Barbecue News Magazine, SUCKLEBUSTERS, and Dow Strong Knives for their contributions.
And you know Yeti always has our back, and Coolie Nation ensures our drinks stay perfectly cold.
Lastly, props to Cambro Manufacturing and, of course, the Spicy Nut, the Chicks of Smoke Seasoning. Thanks to all for powering this show.
Until next time, keep smoking.